Hey, how's it going, everybody? He's Doug Upstone. I'm ScottSpreitzer. We are DocSports.com. I want to welcome in the VSiN listeners and viewers to our reports, as Doug and I, over the next 4 weeks, are going to be talking a lot of college football, a whole lot of NFL, wins, totals, futures, the whole shebang. And we want to talk a little college football on this report. And Doug Upstone, I know you're heading out to what we used to call the Pac-12. I guess we still are for at least another season. But I know you're over under wins total. It happens to be one of those two Los Angeles teams that might be in the Big Ten sooner than later.
Yeah, that's for sure. The looking at the USC Trojans, as a matter of fact, their season win total is 9.5, and also you'd mentioned some other futures. They're the fifth choice at 2,500 to win the national championship. Now, in this case, it seems just like yesterday, Scott, that Lincoln Riley was named the head coach of USC. He was going to change their fortunes forever, and they would dominate the Pac-12 for a decade or more. Well, you know what? Life comes at you fast. Okay. And I'm sure he knew something about what might be happening here. But you know what? I don't blame him for not wanting to play or face the SEC, staying at Oklahoma. But boy, oh boy, I'm not sure he's going to love the Big Ten either, especially facing Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, and Wisconsin on a regular basis. Now, Riley has already changed or altered the trajectory of the recruiting. They're bringing in a lot of top flight talent right to begin with. But you know what? Those are all going to be freshmen. And this team wasn't very good the last several years. These players are not just magically going to get better just because Riley's there. Their talent level is what it is. From that standpoint, they also only have 3 defensive starters coming back. Okay, and it's not even for sure that all 3 of them, because Riley will likely make some changes. Preseason magazines all have Utah winning the division, not the South Division, not USC in this case. Now, USC has the lower odds overall to win the division from the sports books. To me, this is a team that is extremely unknown. We have no idea what to ultimately expect from them. I think that the schedule is manageable, which is a positive for them. But I think they'll be a much better team in November than they'll be in September. But for this one, I'm going to go under 9.5 for the Trojans in this season, and I think it's a complete waste of money to bet anything on them to win a national championship. I think it's a pipe dream at best. I got the Trojans under 9.5.
Hey, listen, not everybody might like this, but I agree with you. And not everybody might not like it when, you got a couple of guys talking over unders and they tend to be in agreement. But, I'm going to head over, since the Pac-12 is going to be splintering pretty soon. I'm going to head over to, as of now, what could become the king of the West when it comes to college athletics, believe it or not. The Mountain West Conference, the Nevada Wolfpack. Their wins total is 4.5, and I'm playing them under that wins total. It's a pretty popular play, but it's not a popular play. The public's not really chimed in on Nevada or teams of their ilk, but it's popular among a lot of bettors, guys who are normally plunking their money down on futures and over under wins totals. This isn't the kind of school that gets the attention of the Alabamas, Ohio State, Clemson, those type of backers. And I'm very much okay with that, to be on a popular side among sharper bettors. But man, the Pack had such a horrible offseason. Reno won't pay, man. They just won't pay their coaches. Lowest pay in all of the Mountain West, and that's saying something. So their head coach, Jay Norvell, who wanted to stay there and talked about building Nevada into another Boise State type of program. He really wanted to stay in Reno. He ends up leaving. He couldn't get any money out of this school, so he leaves and he goes to Mountain West rival Colorado State. Great job, Wolfpack. Colorado State does pay. He's now the highest paid head coach in the Mountain West Conference. This team, Nevada, they lost a ton of regulars, starters, and several guys transferred. They lost a talented signal caller as far as quarterback is concerned, really good signal caller. And Doug, when I break this season down, I see best case scenario, which means they win all the games they're supposed to and surprise a team and stay healthy. Best case scenario for Nevada that I can find is 4 wins. And again, that's if everything goes right. That's almost like having a perfect way throughout the course of the season. And if you look at the schedule, the Wolfpack could be a team that starts 3-0. If you look at the teams they're playing and never win another game until 2023, that's what it looks like to me. It could get really ugly. So I think they lose to UNLV. I think there's a good shot they lose to another bad team, which is Hawaii. So I like under 4.5 wins with the Nevada Wolfpack. Any quick thoughts on that before we call it a day?
Yeah, you broke up a little bit there. I couldn't hear you exactly, but I agree with you. And the connections that you mentioned that you had about Nevada being a poor team, I have exactly the same group of friends that are doing the same thing. They did not like this team whatsoever. So from that standpoint, yeah, I think it's a great play and a smart play, okay, to make for this upcoming football season.
Good stuff. And by the way, we always welcome in the Docs viewers, the DocSports.com followers, and of course, all the new VSIN viewers and clientele and listeners and all that kind of stuff. And if any of you out there have a great background in hairstyles, I just realized on this video, I'm starting to resemble Chairman Mao a little bit too much. So we got to take care of that. So anyway, Doug Upstone, USC under their wins total. I'm on the Nevada Wolfpack under their wins total. We are DocSports.com. We'll be here all month long leading into the football season. Have a great one, everybody.